Hello and welcome to the WebRTC training. Please note there's another training available that focuses much more on the contact center agent client and the features that you'll see here. However, this training is very much focused on WebRTC, which is the softphone option for you as an agent to make and take phone calls from this client. On the screen, you'll notice the login. It's just the contact center agent client login. You'll find your name. Type in your extension, which is your default password unless you have changed it. But again, the default is 1155 for this user, Courtney Adams in this case. Beneath that, you'll see Enable WebRTC. If you do not see that, WebRTC has not been configured for you to use as an agent. In this case, I have selected it and I'm going to click Login. On this screen, it's actually going to ask you to type in the password for your WebRTC and log in. You'll notice the other option was to just use your desk phone. That way you're actually not using WebRTC, you're just using your hard or another soft phone option available to you. Now, for those that manage IP Office, that password is just your supervisor settings password under the user, the same password this agent would use to log into a soft phone client. Again, another training is available that goes more in depth into all these things you're seeing on your screen, how to go on break, what the wallboard is, everything else. As a WebRTC user, however, you'll also have this plus button on the left-hand side next to active media. This is your ability to start new media, in particular, a new call. If I click on that, I'll have the ability to see my recent calls, which I can click on and it'll make that phone call. I also have the ability to click on another agent on this PBX, just to make an internal call to that fellow agent. I also have the dial pad on the right hand side where I can key in or mouse over and click the buttons to type in the phone number I would like to dial. In this case, I'm going to dial a number now and send that call out in the bottom. You might see this often. This is asking you what group this call should be associated with. You'll likely see this for any outbound call regardless of WebRTC and the source. In this case, I'm going to say sales call. That can be disabled for you, and I'll show you shortly where that can be done. But let's focus on the call itself. Now, you already have the details of the call and the option to add notes and account codes on the right-hand side, much like you learned in the other training. But as a WebRTC user, you will see these options in the bottom center. Very simple. You can hang up, of course. On the left, you can mute. You can put the caller on hold. And many of these, when you select them, they'll just simply turn a different color. Currently on hold. To take myself off, I click that button again. You have the option to transfer to another user or a phone number. Simply find that user in the contacts list, and you'll be able to transfer to that agent by clicking on them. The last option is the dial pad. If you're calling into a company and you need to key in an extension or other options, this is where you'll find that dial pad to accomplish exactly that. And of course, to end this call, click on the red button here to end the call. Now, this information will remain on the screen. This is just simply your option to add additional notes or account codes, again, as you learned in the other training. And then you can click Finish to get out of this. I did tell you that you can turn off the outbound group. As a reminder, that is a notification. So on the top left-hand corner, I click on the three dots for the menu, notifications, and I can unselect any type of pop-ups I do not want to see. In this case, outbound call, that is the prompt for what group that should be associated with. You'll still see the outbound call and have the ability to interact with it. That's just blocking that pop, asking me what group it is. And I'll go ahead and save those changes. The last thing you need to see is how to answer a call with WebRTC. Pretty straightforward, but let me show you in action. If a call comes in, it'll look like this on your screen, notifying you the information of that caller and what group they are calling into. Note you have to answer or deny from this screen, as opposed to your phone. In this case, I'm going to click the green button to accept that call, and I'm now on that call where I can continue to control minor aspects of that call with the features in the bottom center. Go ahead and hang up on that call. Add your details as applicable on the right-hand side, and then finish that call when you are ready. And it will simply take you back to the wallboard. That is it. That is WebRTC for you. You'll still want to log out or go on D&D in the top left-hand corner when you do not want to take calls from the skill group itself. In this case, I'm going to log out, return back to the home screen, where we can log in again. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.